Back pages of the papers today. There's a lot of focus, of course, on Jordan Henderson, but there's also a lot on Manchester United. So back page of the Sun, is he taking the piste? Sloped off. Rafael Varane is on a slippery slope with boss Erik ten Hag because he's posted a selfie of himself on a ski resort.
Yeah, but is he skiing?
Well,
you should still go skiing. Alan goes skiing, but he don't ski, does he?
He's come out and said he wasn't skiing.
Yeah, but Shebahn, all the Europeans do that. Well, I'm not saying all, but when I had my little stint in Switzerland, all the guys, every chance they got, whoosh straight to the Swiss Alps.
We had Alex Meninga, goalkeeper. He loved it. He was really good skier.
It's absolutely forbidden, though, in season for players from Manchester United.
Well, he probably didn't know that. He probably didn't know that.
How can you not know that if you're a professional footballer?
Because he's not from here, is he?
Oh, come on. I mean,
what do you mean, come on?
Look at Paul Pogba recently. I mean, what happened when he was playing in Juventus and he went skiing? Okay, different clubs, different countries, different approaches, but you know if you play in the Premier League, you don't go skiing when you've got a winter break.
Well, we were always told you don't do anything dangerous, but they're different. He's probably used to that all his life.
There's no pictures of him skiing though, is there?
No, just a selfie of him at the ski slope.
Yeah, but his kids might be there having a ski, and you can still go out there and enjoy yourself, can't you?
But he's still put himself in a bit of hot bother. What if he has been skiing?
Well, how can they prove it?
They can't prove it unless they're there watching him.
He's not in bother then. Just say, I was getting some fresh air.
Is it not a bad look though? Does it not raise eyebrows?
Well, it's not ideal, really.
No, I mean, you're making this up. You're just sick of Jordan Henderson. You're making this up.
Back page of the paper.
Alan goes skiing every year, and you don't ski, Al, do you?
No, not
so he could be the same as Rafael. He might be going out there. His kids might be enjoying skiing, and his wife might go skiing or whatever it is, and he might be sitting there watching them.
Okay, fair enough. A good point.
I wouldn't go that far sitting there. Well, sitting there, yes, but I wouldn't say watching them.
Back page of the Mirror, Northern Softies. Roy Keane has claims Manchester United no longer strike fear into opponents and has accused his former club of going soft.
It's been like that for a few years now, though.
But the game has changed. You know what I mean? Look, you look at that Villa game. I was talking to Gabby about it yesterday, where United come back with fantastic spirit, but unless it's a cup tie, you can't, if you're having a bad time, you can't steam into tackles to get the crowd going like Newcastle Sunderland. You know, that cup tie. That was, full-blooded. You can't do that anymore. Roy, and Ray used to get stuck in.
First tackle.
You can't do it now, I'm afraid. So I understand what you're saying, but it's different.
Well, yeah, I mean, it used to be a fortress. I mean, there was a nightmare game for us, Manchester United.
So was Highbury, by the way.
And it was tough. It was really tough. You knew it was always very important that you won the first tackle. That was I was always brought up with people like Pat Rice, who's my manager at youth team, and that first tackle was always the most important one. You make sure you go in and bang, you win the ball, and put the other player you're playing against on the back foot. I'm sure Manchester United was like that as well.
Absolutely. Do you feel that now, even watching the likes of Arsenal, that they're a bit more soft too?
Well, I think Alan's hitting the nail on the head. The rules have changed now. You can't. You used to get one tackle for nothing, didn't you?
Yeah. Sorry, ref.
And you could absolutely go through someone, which would be a red card now after 10 minutes. But you could go through someone really tough. And you say referee's first tackle, right? Next one, you're in the book, and that was it. But you've got one over on your team, and you'll be vice versa. You can get smashed as well when you go, oh, shit. But again, he's saying that it's his first tackle. So I think the rules have changed now, so people can't do that now, can they?
Fair enough. Let's talk about Troy Deeney. We're going to speak about him a little bit later on in the show, but he's in the papers today. If you have missed this, Troy axed Deeney gone in 6th game from Forest Green Rovers. He's been let go after his scathing attack on his players.
It's that dressing room again, isn't it? I mean, you can't do that these days.
But Ray, there's something wrong with Forest Green. You know, we know that
they've had loads of managers, isn't they?
I know. I just don't know if the owner's too hands-on. I don't know, but when I heard that this morning, I thought, well, that doesn't surprise me. I don't know why, but I just thought that doesn't surprise me.
Very strangely, Dale Vince had come out yesterday. He'd spoken to our reporter Bradley Hayden, and he said, Troy's apologised. I didn't love what I heard. It was all it sounded positive enough. Then a couple of hours later he's sacked. So maybe something else has happened. But again, we'll go into this later on with Troy Deeney. Just quickly, in terms of transfers, there's a piece in the papers about the possibility of Calvin Phillips to West Ham. He's been talked about to Newcastle, talked about another. What do you think of West Ham?
I'm just delighted he's going to go somewhere.
He needs to go
playing.
somewhere, doesn't he? He does.
But if you think about it, I don't know how much he's going to cost. I don't think City are going to let him go for peanuts.
7 million, I think, is the price tag.
7 mil, but is that a loan deal?
A loan move.
Yeah. So that's the difficulty, and he'll want big wages as well, right? City might have to pay some of his wages, but I'm delighted for him to get a move to play regular because the Euros.
Yeah, that's absolutely
simple as that. So
gives him a much better chance
before he knows his career's over. So you've got to sort this out and sort it out quick. If you're not going to get a regular game for City, and I understand the squad and players they've got is magnificent, move and get a job. Go and play somewhere else.
It's not happened for him. Also in the Sun by Oscar Paul, he's saying that Joe may have to skip the tune. Newcastle could be forced to sell Joe Linton this summer over a wage dispute. He'd be a big loss to the club.
Yeah, you wonder what's going on at Newcastle at the moment, don't you? With the, you hear about the owner, and he's got a political problem now with people back in Saudi, and now Joe Linton, he's not having an easy time at the moment. Did his house now get burgled, and he suddenly now look as if they have to move, and so there's a few things going on at Newcastle, which is not good.
It's reported that he's got 18 months left on his deal, but he wants a bumper raise. Obviously,
well, he's playing great. He is playing well, but Newcastle, what are they, 10th now in the league?
Yep, dropping down.
A little bit unlucky against City, though, weren't they? I thought they was played really well. Very, very good game. One of the best games I've seen. Al, did you watch it?
Yeah. Okay, Shebahn, I know there's plenty more. We're looking forward to the Premiership as well coming up, which is great. Well done, Chrissy, getting that draw for Ghana. He needed that big style over there in the African Cup of Nations. Have you seen any of it, Ray?
Not really, no.
No. I'll watch a latter stage.
I saw a couple of goals Senegal beat, who got sent off, Gambia, was it? I watched a little bit of that one, but I haven't seen. I will watch it towards the end. Yeah, it was down.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.